Dear student, welcome to my channel. This is 18th video on C programming, and in this video I am going to take extra exercises on nested loop. Now let us start. Program number 42. Write a C program to print the following pattern. Now here we can see that here 1, then 3, then 5, then 7 and 9 numbers are there. So we have to use this value, that is I into 2 minus 1, because it will generate the number like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So same formula we have used in our previous videos to generate the values, but now here we require to iterate the loop for that particular times. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is nothing but the outer loop which is used for the printing the row, that is cursor will goes to this line. So for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, there is no change. But inner side, first time we have to print 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. So for that we are using j is equal to I into 2 minus 1, less than or equal to, that is nothing but it will go to up to that value. So when I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when we use this formula I into 2 minus 1, it will generate this value 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Rest of the program is very easy. We have to start with 1 and then after that increment is there. For k equal to 1, we initialize the value here, because every time when we start new row, at that time it should start with 1, k equal to 1, and here increment k plus plus, and we are printing the value of k. So in this program only we require to remember that to iterate the inner loop we require to use formula I into 2 minus 1, so that it will iterate from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Next program, write a C program to print the following pattern. Now here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is very normal, that is I equal to 1, I is less than 5, and for j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to 5, j plus plus. Now what we have to observe that whenever odd loop, it is starting with 1. So this is odd, odd and odd, and for even it is starting with 2, 2. Then here this odd even is depends on this I value, because if you start with I equal to 0, your logic change. Now I equal to 1, so initially I is 1, so it is odd number, so we have to start with 1. So that's why we are checking that if I is odd, we are going to start with 1, if it is even, we are going to start with 2. And after that, once we initialize the value, what we require to do, we have to do increment only, but with the value of plus 2. So therefore k is equal to k plus 2. Here also we can write down comma k equal to k plus 2 or k plus equal to 2, or we can write down separately. If you are initially in the programming, then you write down separate. Otherwise, once you are expertise, you can write down in a single for loop all the values. So in this way we require to understand first pattern, and then based on that we require to do the program. Now here we can see that 1, then 3, then 5, 7, 9. Now we can't use this formula like j is equal to I into 2 minus 1, which will generate the number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 like this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Why? Because here what we require to do, after this particular there is again 1, 3, 5, then 3, 1. Now here we can see that I will start with the last value. Now here total 9 values are there, but out of 9 values, first 5 values and 4 values. See, for the first 5 values we are incrementing, and after that 4 values are decrementing. Now see the next 7. In 7, for the first 4 values we are incrementing, and for the last 3 values we are decrementing. Then when j is equal to 5 for first 3 value and then last 2 value, that is nothing but in this way we require to do. So for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, that will be common. We require to start with 1. So instead of k, I have taken number variable. It is very you can just check whatever you are comfortable, you can take that variable. So number equal to 1. Now see, for here we require to do the increasing part. Now see here I will take for the last row, that is I equal to 5. So when I equal to 5, up to 5 I have to increment. So j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to I, j plus plus. Next time I have to print 4 value. So instead of j is less than or equal to I will use j is less than I. This will print 4 values. If you use 5, then it will take 5 plus 5, 10 values. We don't want that. So this is the increasing part. For j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to I, j plus plus. So this is to print half part, and after half printing we are printing this next half part. Now see, I will explain for the last. So here it will goes for time 5 times, it will take number equal to 1, then number becomes 1, then 3, 5, 7, 9. Now when we come out of the loop, at that time number is always already incremented, so this 9 number becomes 11, 9 number becomes 11. Now when we enter into the decrement part, we want the 7, not the 11. So to get 7 after 11, we require to subtract from 11 minus 4, that is subtraction of 4 is needed, because 11 minus 4 is equal to 7. Now it will start with 7, then 5, because here we are doing decrement 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. Now I will explain for the I equal to 7. So when I equal to 7, sorry, when I equal to 4, then J loop we will first do for 4 times, and then we do the J loop for 3 times, because J is less than I 3 times. So here we will start number with 1, we will print 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, but in the loop we are doing already increment. So when we come out of the loop, 7 is already changed to the 9. Now we want 5 value, so what we will do, 9 minus 4 is equal to 5, so it will start with the 5. So in this way you require to understand, because there is no need, or if we use directly formula for 2 into I minus 1, at that time we will print the value, but in between we require to take the decision, so we require to understand the pattern and logic. Now see, 1, then 3, then 5, 7, 9 values are there. Now here program is similar, only we have to start with 2. So number 2, this is the increasing part and this is the decreasing part. Only I will explain for this I equal to 5. So when I equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we are incrementing, and last we are decrementing. So when we print with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so what will happen, when last 10 gets printed, it is already incremented to 12, and after 12 we want to start with 8. So 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. So 12 minus 4 takes place and 8. So this is the 2 inner loops are there. One is of increasing, then is of decreasing. After that it will print /n, and it will again goes for the next iteration of I. Now see the next program. 1, it is always starting with the num 1, then 1, 3, then 5, 7, 9. But still see, we can easily find out the pattern. So this is part is increasing and this part is decreasing. Now we require to increment with 1, 1, 1. So we have incremented. Now I will explain again for I equal to 5. So when I equal to 5, it will print the 5 value, but in the loop after printing 5 it becomes 6. So for the next time we want 4. So what we will do, 6 minus 2, that's why number is decremented. That is, before starting of the next inner loop J, it is decremented by 2 and then it will print. Now I will explain for I equal to 4. It will print the 4, but it is incremented only to 5. Then 5 minus 2 is 3, so it will start from 3. So programs are very similar. So once you get the idea, you can easily understand the logic and you can do the programming. This program is somewhat difficult to understand because this pattern is totally different. Now here we can see that the pattern is 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, but this pattern is totally different. See, here we can do that loop for 4 times, next loop can 4 times, that is when I equal to 5, we can do that all that parts. Then this 3 times, 3 times, 2 times, 2 times, 1 times, 1 times, but this one is problematic, so that we can write down this one as a separate part. Now I will explain the program, and this part is very easy and which is same as to our previous portion. Now see, this will print the loop, that is number of rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when I is 2, 3, 4, 5, there is a perfect partition is there of even parts, but there is no partition. So what we do, if I equal to 1, print 1, so it is manually printed, and after that we do continue. What is mean by continue? It will skip all the next lines and it will take next value of I, that is nothing but the continue. We are not using break here because break will come out of the loop, but now we want to do the continue operation. So when I equal to 1, we print just that one value, and we will go for the next iteration of I. Now next I becomes 2. Now when I becomes 2, what we want, that we should start with 3. Then here I is 2, because when we are in second row, I is 2. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So we have started. Now we require to do this loop for I minus 1, because I is 2 and here 1 1. So I minus 1, then it will print value, then value increment. Now this becomes 4, but now next time go and 2, so that's why 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then decrement part takes place. Now I will explain for I equal to 5, so you will get easily idea. When I equal to 5, we require to do this loop for 4 times 4 times. See, I is 5 4 times, that's why I minus 1 is there, I minus 1 is there. Now here when I is equal to 5, we require to start with the 6 value, that's why we are starting with I plus 1. Then we print all that values and increment by 1 by 1. So when we print 4 values, then it become print 9, but after that it becomes 10, because value plus plus is there. Now again we decrement by 2, it will change 8 and it will print start. So if you understood first program, then remaining programs are similar and it is very easy to understand. Now this program 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, they are very easy. 5 lines. This is for J loop. We are initializing. See, once k is 1, k initialized to 1, it is not initialize or set again. So once we initialize k equal to 1 in the for loop, so because this step happens only once, so we are initializing here, and after that only increment takes place. Now this is very important to understand by logic wise. Now see, odd, odd, odd. When odd, we have to do increment. When even, we have to start with 2, but decrement is there, so we require to do that things. So when odd is there, we have to start with 1. When it is even, we require to start with whatever value of I, because here I is 2, here I is 4, next time I will be 6. Now see, this for loop is for the line, that it will print the number of lines. I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 5, I plus plus. Now we will take the decision whether we have to start with one value or particular I value. So if it is odd, then if I mod to equal to odd, means we will go into the else loop. Here we make k equal to 1, so it will happen for 1 3 5 7 9, and after that we will make flag equal to 1. So why flag here is required? Because in odd loop we are going for increment, and even loop we are going for decrement. So when flag is equal to 1, we are going for increment. When flag equal to 0, we are going to by decrement, because we are initializing the different values. Here we are not using the different variables, we are using the same variable, so we require to keep the flag variable. Now here, as our value is set, now I will explain for the first. For the first it is odd, so k becomes 1, flag equal to 1, it will print 1. So for the first it will not make any efforts, I will explain for the last. Now see, I equal to 5. When I equal to 5, it will change odd, k equal to 1 and flag equal to 1. So when it will print k, that is nothing but the initial 1 value. Now our flag is 1, so whenever flag is 1, we are going for increment, so it will do k plus plus. So 1 2 3 4 5. When I equal to 4, what it will go into this loop. Our k becomes 4 and flag equal to 0. Flag equal to 0 means what? We require to do the decrement, so it will print 4 as it is, but after that it will take the decrement value. So in this way you require to develop the logic. It is not that you just see my program and after that you just remember that program. Once you make a practice, you can get easily idea. Even you can find out more simplified solution than me, but you have to use pen and paper to find out the solution. Now see, this is very easy. See, 1, then 2, then 4, then 8, then 16. You can find out that it is changing in the power of 2. 1 2 4 8 16 32. So this is for printing the rows, there is no change. For j equal to 1, j is less than power 2 raised to I minus 1. See, initially we want 1, so 2 raised to 0 is what? 1. Next time I is 2, so 2 raised to 1 is 2. So in this way we require to write down, and here we are making k equal to 1 in the for loop, because after that there is no setting again of k is continuously going increment, so k plus plus. Now here again, one change is there. When k becomes greater than 9, again it is reset to 1. So that's why we require to write down, once you print the k, make increment, and if k becomes 9, next time we require to make set to the k equal to 1. Now you try to understand. First you require to observe the program carefully. Now here we can see this is a difference of 4, then 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. Here we can't observe. So initially, what is the value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So whatever the value of k, whatever the value of I is initialized to k. So as I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, k will take that value. Now initially we require to take the difference 4. So when I will explain only for last 2 rows, here I equal to 5. So k is 5, difference is our 4. So first we will print 5 as it is. Next time we require to print 9. So k equal to k plus difference. So next time 9 will be printed, and we require to decrement the difference. So difference minus. Next time when it will go into the loop, it will print the 9 value. Then difference is already happened 3. So 9 plus 3, 12. So in this way we require to write down. So here these 3 statements are according to my pattern, but it may happen that you are setting different values and you require your statements get changed, but final output should be correct. So here what I am doing, first I am printing the value. I am adding this difference for the next printing, because next time when it will print the value of k which is incremented, but after that when 9 is changed to the 12, my difference should be decremented. So I have written these lines. So if you remember the program, what will happen, you will remember first difference minus, then k plus difference, and then the disaster will come in the program. So that should not be happen. So whatever lines you are printing, you have to understand each and every carefully, and better first what you do, don't iterate for all rows. You make I equal to 1, check whether first row is printing correctly, then check I equal to 2 and 6 printing correctly, then you change I equal to 3. So this is the sequential way of programming in which you can debug the program at initial stage. So once you make the program correct, you can go for the generalization. Generalization is for any rows and any columns. So that's all about the nested loop. So in the next video also I am going to cover more pattern for the nested loop, because once this topic is perfect, you can write down any program in any language. Thank you.